in this video, we're going to talk about keywords and keyword research. Now, keywords are the lifeblood of your blog post. Pretty much, Google ranks your blogs according to your keyword content. So, it's very important to have keywords done properly in your blog post if you want it to be seen and to get on the first page of Google. Now, keywords or phrases is what your Google will use to target your website so that you can be seen. So it's pretty much what you do to make sure you can rank like even #1 on the first page of Google, or at least get on the first page of Google. So we're going to go over just some common mistakes that people make regarding keywords, and then we're going to move on to a Google search. Now, Google has changed its analytics many times over the course of the year, so it could change at the drop of a hat. So it's very good to stay current on what's working presently when you are blogging and you want to drive traffic to your blog. But for now, we'll go over what's actually working now. And for the sake of this training, since we're primarily focused on just getting ranked as opposed to making money, we're just going to go over a few of the basics, and of course there'll be advanced training further down the line if you're interested in that. So, okay, well, now some of the common mistakes that people make with keywords is that they will either use a keyword that is too broad and then sometimes too narrow or too specific. Now, keywords or a keyword phrase is pretty much telling your audience what your content will be about. So when you use a broad keyword term when you're initially searching, there may be millions of people with that same term, like for example weight loss. Now, weight loss is huge all over the world, so that's extremely broad, and it will have several searches. And if you were the type of person that wanted your information to be seen, you'd have to get a little bit more creative and add some extra things in there and kind of be a bit more specific in your targeting. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Google AdWords tool, which is free, and it's pretty much the best tool to use to find keywords. But there are other tools out there. But since this one is free and some of them are actually paid tools, it's good as a new beginning blogger to start with this one. Now, you have to have a Google Plus or Google account in order to use this Google Keyword Planner tool. And since we're using the blogging platform, it's very simple. You would pretty much be able to just go into Google, which I will start over. I'm going to type in google.com and then do a /4 Keyword Planner. And this page, of course, is going to pop up, but I want to kind of let you see it from the beginning. Now, here is the Google AdWords Keyword Planner. So it's at the very top here. You just click this. And that's going to load up, and this is my personal Google Keyword Planner. But once you sign in, because if you don't have one, it's automatically going to ask you to sign in, and they'll ask you for your email. So you'll provide that. But for now, it just tells me to resume. So when I go here and I get ready to do a search, so I will click this button here that says search for keywords, and I could say search for a new keyword and ad group ideas. And that's pretty much the best one to use when you're starting out. These others are not necessarily important because you're not paying for these tools, and you're not going to do in advertising for a business. So, okay, let's start with what we had talked about before. I'm going to go ahead and type in weight loss. And then click this button right here. And then it's loading, and a ton of information regarding weight loss is going to pop up. This is something new that they've recently added, but it pretty much gives you the information on how many searches there were at certain periods of time. Now, for instance, in December, there were over 2.5 million searches for weight loss. Now, when we come down here, you see these various words that they give us. Like, we placed weight loss in here, and what it's doing is going to give us additional information on keywords to look for, like an ad group, for instance, like plan for weight loss, fat, diet weight, and you could see the average monthly search here is 103,000. Now that has what's called medium competition, and this is if you were purchasing it, it would cost you pretty much $3.18 per click. But this information is not necessary for us in this particular training. We're going to focus on the average monthly searches. And of course, if you click this button here, you can get further information on what that actually means and how you can use it. Now, it's good to stay within the range of low to medium, because of course higher would mean more and it's more saturated, and that'll just keep you from ranking high on the page if you go any higher. So bear with me, I'm trying to get this page to move. Okay, here we go. Here is the little button here, so I could scroll up and down, and you can see that actually weight loss is a very popular keyword or key phrase. So you see a lot of highs and mediums. But let's see, if we go into, now this looks pretty interesting to me, but that's still too high. It's considered low competition, but it's recipes for weight loss, and the keyword is weight loss, more than likely recipes. So I'm going to go ahead and click this because I see that it has at least 23,000 monthly searches, and you will see this other menu pop up. This is very interesting. Juicer recipes for weight loss, and it has about 1,600 monthly searches. So the competition is low, which means that you have a pretty good chance of getting on the first page of ranking high in the Google searches, because of the low competition as far as the advertising is concerned. But at least it has 1,600 searches a month, so you have the ability to have your content read. So I like this term here, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight it, and I'm actually going to copy it. I'm going to place it in here, and I'm going to go out to the Google search engine, and you see how Google gives you help here because it kind of breaks it down even further. But for the sake of this, I'm going to go ahead and go to an actual Google search page, which we can see juicer recipes for weight loss. Now, this 320,000 results is pretty much how many times it's actually kind of, I guess someone has looked for it, but this number is kind of misleading, so you really don't want to pay too much attention to that. But what we are looking for is the organic search results. And right here, juicing for weight loss, this is at the very top of this page, because this would pretty much be your competition if you were going to write an article on juicing for weight loss. Now, this is an organic search here, whereas this is paid advertisement. So this one doesn't count because someone has actually paid money to sit here at this particular part. But this is really good, so this is interesting. You'll see that they have, okay, juicing for weight loss, and if you scroll down, you'll see other ones that have made the first page, and also they give you the list of similar searches. So if this is something that you are really interested in or you have a business in, you would pretty much take all of these down here too, these related searches, highlight it, and place it in the box over in the, like this for instance. You take and copy it, and I'm going to go over to the, take these words that I pulled up. So it says get search volume for a list of keywords or group them into ad groups. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in here. Let me get rid of that other part that was in here. Okay, juicer recipes, weight loss. And let's get this search volume here. Okay, and so this gives us further an idea of what we can get. So again, this juicing recipes is pretty good because you have very low competition, but you have 110,000 searches for it. So that is one way where you can pretty much see that you have a high chance of having people visit your juicing site. So if you want to create a blog post, you may say something like healthy juicing recipes for those who want to lose weight. And your keyword phrase is juicing recipes. So when you have that particular phrase, you may say healthy juicing recipes for those who want to lose weight. That's your title. And then you make sure you have juicing recipes in your URL somewhere up here when you create it on your blog post. And then in the first sentence of your blog post, you want to use that term again. So you would say, here are some great ideas for healthy juicing recipes for those who want to lose weight. And then you may go towards the middle of the blog and in a few other places and place that term again and possibly close out with it. Now you don't want to go overboard and use it too many times. Like for instance, if you only have 100 words in your article and you use that keyword phrase 20 times, well then the search engines are going to kick it out because it's excessive, and that would be a big mistake. So also remember that if it doesn't seem natural or it becomes unreadable, then you've overdone it. So you really want to let it flow naturally, but you want to make sure you're using your keyword search so that it gets picked up properly and seen by more people. Now, with doing the organic searches, you can just pretty much be creative. Think about ways to kind of, turn it around. Like if you notice, originally we started with weight loss, but then we ended up going to juicing recipes. But we will still utilize weight loss, but we just we want to get the high monthly traffic with the low competition so that we can rank high on the Google site, but we want to have readers come to the page, and we just want to get it out there and have fun doing this. So that's pretty much it at this juncture for keyword research. You pretty much get the gist of it. So as you move forward, you will get more comfortable doing it, and you'll find other ways to get creative with keyword research. But that's pretty much it. And just remember to plug those into your blog posts if you want to have a greater impact and just get more traffic to the post at this stage. Thank you so much for listening.